Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO) has launched Aditya L1 spacecraft today, the 2nd September 2023 at 11:50 am from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. It aims to study the Sun and unravel the mysteries surrounding its dynamic process. This mission will deepen our understanding of the universe's most powerful energy source. In this process, it will explore the outer layer of the Sun. Aditya stands for Sun and L1 stands for the larger point 1 of the Sun-Earth system.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Lift off normal.
P1 tracking.
P3 tracking.
Magnificent liftoff of PSLV C-57 with Aditya L1 on board.
Plus 15 seconds.
PSLV C-57 का सफल उत्थापन और इसके साथ
20 seconds.
प्रथम भारतीय सौर अंतरिक्ष यान निकल चुका है सूर्य के तेज से विज्ञान को प्रकाश करने।
Air lead strap on ignited.
इसके साथ ही एक और कदम है अंतर्ग्रहीय सफर में भारत की उपस्थिति सिद्ध करने का। आप देख रहे हैं PSLV C-57 प्रथम चरण पूरी तरह सामान्य।
The rocket flying forth, following nominal trajectory and developing nominal thrust. The bright fumes against a clear midday sky. A rocket launch is more than just a sight to behold. The roaring sound and the vibrations that we can feel here. Adding to this, the thrill are just amazing. Ground-lit and air-lit strap-ons operating together with the first stage S-139.
Ground lead strap on separated.
जैसा कि निर्धारित है ग्राउंड लेड स्ट्रैप ऑन को सेपरेट कर दिया गया है और प्रथम चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य है। इस घटनाक्रम में अगला एयर लेड स्ट्रैप ऑन को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा।
Air lead strap on separated.
जी हाँ, इसकी भी पुष्टि हो गई है। स्ट्रैप ऑन को सफलतापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया गया है।
We are 100 seconds past the launch time. The ground-lit and air-lit strap-ons have been separated.
Aditya L1 is the first space-based observatory class Indian solar mission to study our star Sun. This mission carries immense significance for both ISRO and also the global scientific community. This mission will provide a greater advantage of observing solar activities continuously.
First stage has been separated. Second stage has begun its operation and the closed loop guidance has been initiated. According to the announcement by Range Operations Director, PS2 is developing nominal thrust.
PS2 41 टन के तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है। इसमें विकास इंजन द्वारा 800 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है और इसका प्रज्वलन काल लगभग 150 सेकंड का होगा।
Shar and Port Blair tracking stations presently acquiring signals. Flight path closely matching the prediction.
Plus 3 minutes.
वर्तमान में यान क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत है।
Second stage performance normal.
यान की ऊंचाई 106 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 3 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड।
The velocity addition in PS2 regime is going to be from 2 kilometers per second to 4.9 kilometers per second.
Payload fairing separated.
The payload fairing covering the Aditya L1 spacecraft has been separated. The current altitude of the launch vehicle is 118 kilometers. Relative velocity exceeding 3.8 kilometers per second.
जी हाँ, यान अब घने वातावरण से बाहर जा चुका है, इसलिए ऊष्मा कवच की जरूरत नहीं रह जाती है और इस कारण इसे
Plus
यान
4
से
minutes.
पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
Second stage performance normal.
द्वितीय चरण वर्तमान में प्रणोद उत्पन्न करता हुआ और यान पूरी तरह सामान्य प्रदर्शन करता हुआ अपने अनुमानित पथ की ओर बढ़ रहा है।
Second stage separated, third stage ignited.
द्वितीय चरण को भी सफलतापूर्वक यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है उसके प्रज्वलन
Third
काल
stage
समाप्त होने
performance
पर।
normal.
और तृतीय चरण जो कि ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
We are close to 5 minutes past the launch time. Presently, the third stage of PSLV is operational, developing nominal thrust.
0.01
Aditya spacecraft will be placed in a halo orbit around Lagrangian point or L1, which is 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth in the direction of the Sun, where it will reach after 125 days.
These observations will generate a forewarning about disturbances in near-Earth space environment, which could pose danger to the communication systems and spacecrafts. Various thermal and magnetic phenomena on the Sun are of extreme nature, which cannot be replicated in labs. The best way is to observe the Sun up close. The distance between the Earth and Sun is approximately 150 million kilometers. At the central region of the Sun, known as core, the temperature can reach as high as 15 million degrees Celsius. Power source for the Sun is nuclear fusion of hydrogen atoms that takes place in the core. The visible surface of Sun is relatively cool and has a temperature of about 5,500 degrees Celsius. The Aditya L1 spacecraft is planned to be placed in a halo orbit around the Lagrangian point
Vehicle
1
performance
or
normal.
L1 of the Sun-Earth system, which is about 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, roughly 1% of the distance to Sun. A halo orbit is a periodic three-dimensional orbit near the Lagrange point in the three-body problem of orbital mechanism. The object in this orbit stays in place by the gravity of Earth and Sun. It requires little energy for station keeping. Several probes have been placed in space to observe the Sun by various space agencies. Lagrange's point L1 is a great location for solar explorers such as Aditya L1, as it allows for an unobstructed view of the Sun that is never eclipsed by Earth. At L1, Aditya L1 will join spacecraft such as ESA-NASA's Solar Heliospheric Observatory or SOHO, which has been at L1 since 1996.
लैग्रांज पॉइंट एक ऐसी जगह है अंतरिक्ष में जहां अगर कोई चीज पहुंचती है तो वह वहीं बनी रहती है, क्योंकि लैग्रांज पॉइंट पर दो बड़े द्रव्यमानों का गुरुत्वाकर्षण खिंचाव बराबर हो जाता है और इसमें एक अभिकेंद्रीय बल है कि जो कि पिंड को दोनों द्रव्यमान के साथ बनाए रखता है। ऐसे 5 लैग्रेंजियन पॉइंट्स होते हैं पृथ्वी और सूर्य के बीच। इन पॉइंट्स में अंतरिक्ष यान को भेजकर कम से कम ईंधन की खपत पर या उस स्थान पर अंतरिक्ष प्रयोगों को अध्ययन के लिए बनाए रखा जा सकता है। आदित्य L1 उपग्रह को भी ऐसे ही लैग्रांज पॉइंट 1 पर स्थापित किया जा रहा है। अंतरिक्ष यान को यहां तक पहुंचने में 125 दिन का समय लगेगा। इस लैग्रेंजियन पॉइंट्स के कुछ फायदे होते हैं, जैसे हम यहाँ आदित्य L1 के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो यह अंतरिक्ष यान लैग्रेंजियन पॉइंट 1 के पास जाएगा और यहाँ ऐसा पॉइंट है जहाँ से सूर्य को बिना किसी ग्रहण या रुकावट के निरंतर देखा जा सकेगा और अध्ययन किया जा सकेगा। दूसरा फायदा यह कि विभिन्न मापन या विश्लेषणों के लिए किसी भी तरह की रुकावट या कमी नहीं आएगी। वायु न होने की वजह से इससे दूर तक स्पष्ट देखा जा सकेगा। लैग्रेंज पॉइंट पर इस वेधशाला को रखने का मुख्य कारण यह भी है कि यहाँ उपग्रह लगभग स्थिर रहेगा और उपग्रह के अभिवृद्धि नियंत्रण के लिए अधिक ईंधन की आवश्यकता नहीं होगी। वर्तमान में PS4 चरण का कोस्टिंग फेज जारी है। अब यान की ऊंचाई 280 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 7.18 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है। अब यह उचित अभिवृद्धि प्राप्त कर पुनः प्रज्वलित किया जाएगा।
Vehicle performance normal.
The Aditya L1 spacecraft carries 7 payloads to observe the protosphere, chromosphere and corona, which is the outermost layer of the Sun. These payloads use electromagnetic, particle and magnetic field detectors. First among the 4 remote sensing payloads is Visible Emission Line Chronograph, VELC, which is a prime payload designed as a reflective coronagraph with a multi-slit spectrograph. This payload is developed jointly by Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Laboratory of Electro-Optical Systems, UR Rao Satellite Center, ISRO Inertial Systems Unit and Space Applications Center. The second payload is Solar Low Energy X-ray Spectrometer or SOLEX, designed to measure the solar soft X-ray flux to study solar flares. This payload is developed by UR Rao Satellite Center. Third payload is the Solar Earth Ultraviolet Imaging Telescope Suite, which is a UV telescope to image the solar disk in the near ultraviolet wavelength range. The payload is developed by Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, Pune, LEOS, URSE and IISU. The fourth payload is High Energy L1 Orbiting X-ray Spectrometer or HELIOS, developed by URSE. Is a hard X-ray spectrometer designed to study solar flares in high energy X-rays. The fifth payload is the one which is meant for in situ observations. This is Aditya Solar Wind Particle Experiment, or otherwise called as ASPEX, which comprises of spectrometers to measure low energy particles and high energy ions. This payload is developed by Physical Research Laboratory. The sixth payload is Plasma Analyzer Package for Aditya, in short PAPA. It is designed to understand the solar winds and its composition and perform mass analysis of solar winds. This payload is developed by Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. The seventh payload is a magnetometer or MAG developed by LEOS, which will measure the low intensity interplanetary magnetic field in space using a pair of magnetic sensors.
यान अपने निर्धारित कक्षा की ओर कुछ ही क्षणों में इसकी पुष्टि होनी बाकी है। यान से अंतरिक्ष यान आदित्य L1 का सफलतापूर्ण अंतक्षेपण अभी बाकी है।
For Aditya L1, ISRO has developed advanced flight dynamics software to obtain past trajectory data from tracking, apply mathematical computation to calculate present and future location of the spacecraft in a process known as orbit determination. but the correct orbital parameters at the time of injection are of prime importance.
अब तक कुल 22 सौर मिशनों को नासा, ईसा, जर्मन
Aditya L1 satellite separated.
और जिसका इंतजार था वह पल आ चुका है, इसकी पुष्टि कर दी गई है। आदित्य L1
Aditya L1 mission accomplished. Handing over to mission director.
And we have a confirmation of Aditya L1 separation. The mission has been accomplished.
John.
PSLV-C57 has injected Aditya L1 satellite into the desired intermediate orbit. PSLV-C57 Aditya L1 mission is accomplished.
आदित्य L1 को पूर्ण परिशुद्धता से इसके निर्धारित कक्षा में स्थापित कर दिया गया है। इसके बाद वह अपने आगे की सफर जारी रखेगा L1 पॉइंट के लिए।
Do join us for the address by Chairman ISRO Secretary Department of Space Shri S. Somnath.
सभी दर्शकों को शुभकामनाएं और बधाइयां इस मिशन की सफलता के लिए। अब हम आपको
Congratulations to both Aditya L1 team and ISRO. All the best for future endeavor.
Congratulations. The Aditya L1 spacecraft has been injected in an elliptical orbit of 235 by 19,500 kilometers, which is intended very precisely by the PSLV. Very unique mission mode here, with the upper stage of the PSLV taking 2 burn sequence for injecting the primary satellite for the first time. So I want to congratulate PSLV for such a very different mission approach today to do this mission of Aditya L1 to put it in the right orbit. Now, from now, the Aditya L1 will take its journey after some Earth maneuvers. It will start its journey to the L1 point, a very long journey of almost 125 days. So let us wish all the very best to Aditya spacecraft for its long journey and being put around the halo orbit of L1. So with me, the mission executives are there. Mr. Biju, the mission director, and Nigar Shaji, the director of the satellite project. So let them join me.